That's what we needed to hear. Okie dokie. So let me share my screen. And I'm going to share my entire computer because I need you to be able to see everything. So your website is 4p05.com. Let me go here. And then I'm just going to open a new tab. And anytime you want a new window, you open a new tab, you can drag it right out of the window that it's in, and then you'll have a blank without tabs on it, by the way. Okay, so do that. Now I'm working fresh here on my screen. Control V, and we're going to go to Linda's website. All right, so the reason you're not seeing this content is because my browser is a little narrow. As soon as I widen it a little bit, it'll come up. Watch. Oh, and also I have my magnification is set different. So I could, if I made it smaller, see, I can make it smaller or larger. You see what I'm saying? So we'll make it about like that. At any rate, so we're going to advertise this page for your Velavita, health and fitness biohacking, right here. All right. So what we want to do is we want to have a headline and a ad body or the message or the description, whatever you want to call it, two components for the ad. Okay. So that we're going to place for this page, we want people to come to read this stuff and click on one of these links to sell you the product. Okay. Now, this is why I open this because we're going to use this link. Remember, this is the address bar, this is the bookmark bar, and these are the tabs. I only have one tab open right now. All right, so just be aware of that. Now I'm going to click on plus, and I'm going to go to Rory's ads and headlines and ads training. Okay, now I'm going to find the relevant subject, which happens to be Velavita, right? Oops, what did it happen there? I swear these computers have a mind of their own sometimes. I don't want that open. Anyway, okay, so let's go here. Velavita. Let's see, where's some Velavita update? Oh no, you know what? I remember now. It's up here in the top because he has uh, more recently done it. So it's ad posting with Rory 101. I don't think that was it. Maybe. I already have this saved on my computer, but I want to make sure that you know how to find it. So let's take a look at this one-on-one posting with Rory. Weight loss ad posting. Okay. And then I'm going to open this by double clicking. So here's descriptions for weight loss and headlines for weight loss. So these are two different documents. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and open these, but I don't really need to because what I did is let me open a new tab and I'll show you. Here's how I did it. I have a folder on my drive for posting ads, and I didn't see that on your drive. So all these folders are where you put documents inside. Like for instance, all my backups are inside, all my documents for backups are inside here. And you have one with your website on it. And so you have all these folders inside there for the different. So like for instance, my health and fitness category, I have all these different pages that are all backed up in one folder. I hope that makes sense. But anyway, that's how that works. So a document is different than a folder, and a folder is something you need to understand because it's how you navigate in the computer. And like I was saying, with the File Explorer, it's exact same way as they do it on the drive. You just have folders, and then eventually you have a document or a file inside a folder. So think of a drawer. You can't read the drawer. A folder is not something you can read really. It's just something to, it's a container. It
Yeah.
holds something inside. Okay, so you can have folders inside of folders. So this is my drive. So anyway, I'm going to go back to my drive and I'm going to go down here to add posting. All right. So under add posting, I created a document. Now, where did I put it? Um, yeah, so that gets confusing too. That's why you want to make sure you know what you're doing. Villa Vita add folder. I don't think I put it in there. Posting. Rory ads. Yeah, I think I put it in here. No, these are something old. That's old stuff. All right. So let me go back to my drive. So this is just for giggles. We'll use this student ad training folder that I created. All right, so I'm going to open this folder and then I am going to, here's one that I did for Tune. And these are from Rory, Tune headlines by Rory. And so you can name these whatever you want as well. So now in this folder, I'm going to create a new document. Okay, so new document. And I'm going to give it a title, a name, I should say. The name of the document is going to be, um, oops, okay. Well, no, that's not good. Take the four out of there. Okay, now, so this is copied from Rory. You can name these whatever you want, whatever makes sense. The reason I do this, so when I come back to this folder, I can read that title without opening it, and it'll remind me what I was doing. Okay, so anyway, long story short is from Rory's headlines and ads training, headlines and ads training, where we found it in 101 ad posting with Rory. So it's in this is the beginning folder when you first click the link. Share it'll be a shared document. So you're not looking at your computer, you're looking at it's actually all on the cloud. So this is Rory's uh, Google Docs, okay? So now we're going to come down here to add posting 101 or 101 add posting with Rory. Double click to open and double click weight loss add posting. And now I'm going to open the description. So when I double click this, now this is the part that can get confusing. So I'm going to open this, all right? And I am just going to click here in the top and hold my control and type the letter A. Okay, so that selected everything on this page. Now, the reason is you can't edit this on Rory's page, but once you copy it over to your drive and paste it on one of your documents, oops, I forgot to tell it to copy. Control C. Now let's try it. So once I paste it on here, ay, ay, ay. Let's try it again here. Descriptions. Okay, so we're going to do this. Control A, Control C, Control V. Now I have all of that stuff that's on his document, descriptions. And these are all the descriptions and information that he had on his document. I no longer need this because I've got a copy of it right here, right? So I close it because I don't want to get confused what's what. Now, for me, what I would do is I would just say, Instead of making a second document, I just keep it all on one document. That way I don't have too many. So if I go back to his drive and I open up the headlines, headlines for weight loss, open it, double click, and do the same thing. Control A, Control C. Now I can go here and paste this on here. All right, so the first thing I want to do is come up with some sort of snappy. Um, Now, like you see these quotation marks, I'll show you this little trick just since we're here doing this. I don't want these quotation marks on here, so I'm going to take those off all at one time by doing this. So when you hold the control and type the letter F, it stands for find. And I want to find that character, which is the quotation mark, right? And now I'm going to click. Did I type quotation mark? No. There we go. I am going to click right here, the three dots on the find feature. And so I could put something in here, but I'm not. I'm going to leave it blank. Okay, so now I'll just say replace all with blank. Okay, so now watch what happens. See, all those quotation marks are gone from those headings. And that's just something probably a little advanced, but you have that ability to do that. All right, so anyway, now let's just start looking at these headlines. And, I mean, I can read this stuff and say revolutionary weight loss solution beyond Ozempic, discover ultimate weight loss. I could use one of these if I want, superior to Ozempic. And I think we did this before. But anyway, certainly here are 25 more alternative headlines. The new gold standard in weight loss, better than Ozempic. So let's just use number one for a heading, okay? But we're not really prepared. So we're saying we already prepared in our minds. We're going to use heading number one. We have all these different headings we could use, but we're only going to use heading number one. And we could modify it. We could say the new gold standard. How about if I How about if I just change? I don't have to modify it, but if I elected to say something different, the new best way, oops, I'll like capitalize, it's going to be a heading for, and I don't want to capitalize a for or to or but anyway, the new, wait a minute, how about if I change this? See, now if I was doing this from Rory's document, I wouldn't be able to edit it. That's the point. Okay, so if once you get a copy onto your drive, you can now edit this. So newest best way for weight loss, and then he has some quote or some sort of something there. I like to have a dash there. So actually, I have modified that heading from what Rory had, and now this is my heading, right? So newest best way for weight loss, better than Ozempic. And that's what we're going to advertise as our heading for our ad. All right. Now, the second thing we're going to do, so let's go up and take a look. Remember, I pasted all the descriptions first, and then I pasted the headings second. So that the descriptions are back up here at the same document, but all at the top. So let me go up here to the top and go to number one and just see if it's something we can use. Transform your body effortlessly with our revolutionary weight loss program. Okay, click the link below for your personalized daily energy boosting and fat burning routine. No shots, just guaranteed results in less than 10 seconds a day. Okay, so then you could rewrite this if you want or just use it the way it is. So we're going to use heading one and we're going to use description or whatever you want to call these descriptions. So there, and you're going to see why we need two pieces to our ad. Actually, we need three pieces. So we're going to need a image. So you want an image to go in your ad as well. So
You can put heading, description, and image.
what's that?
We can put like heading, description, and image.
Well, I just don't quite get what you're saying. Something
Okay.
about show an image.
When you want to do your ads, you can do the heading, the description, and the image at the same time.
Can you type out your question in the chat so I can understand? I'm sorry. Do you know how to open the chat on Zoom? Okay. I'm gonna go ahead with what
Yes,
I'm
I'm on the chat.
talking about. All
All
right.
right.
So we have our head body, our ad body, and our ad headline that we're going to use. So now, since this is my master, there's just so many different ways you could choose to do this. But you know what you could do is go back to your folder. Now this is my folder, but in your folder, and create. So we created this, copied from Rory 5125, and that's got all this information that that we copied over from Rory. So then that's this, right? So if I create myself another new document and I just say something like ads I post, and I create this, all right? So now I have this right here. Wait a minute, where's my blank? Did it create? What happened here? What happened? Copy from memory. Headline. Oh, I created a folder, not a document. All right, so we can keep it in a folder. And then I'll create a new document and I'll just say my ads.
Just a moment. Somebody just rang my bell. I'll
Okay,
be there in a few seconds.
now this is named my ads. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to copied from Rory. And we know we're going to use the heading number 1 because we already modified it. So you got to go down here to where I had headings. The reason I'm doing this, just to show you that it will be easier if you do this, just so that when you're posting ads quickly, you won't have to go through all this rigmarole. You'll have it organized. Okay, so I copy that heading, and then I go to my ads document, and then I just put and I'm going to go ahead and call this a heading title. I mean, and I would say headings. Okay, now I hit enter, and I'm going to say message or oh no, wait. I'll just put one. Okay, so now I have that. All right, so now I hit enter a couple of times, and then I'm gonna put another title,
Câble, la promotion du câble, oui.
and I'm gonna call
Ou
it.
bien encore ton argent plus. Non, mio. Je ne m'en sors même pas avec.
All right. So now I have this one heading, and if I want, as soon as I decide I want another heading, I can just do hit enter here and type number 2. Actually, backspace, like number 2. You don't really need this indentation stuff here, but you can do it however you want. There you go. Number 2, and then go here and put my heading number 2. So let's just, since we copied it, I'm here, I'll just grab this second one off of here and I'll copy it over there, and I can use this for another ad. Control C. Okay, so I'm copying that and I'll paste that on there. But we're not going to really use that. We're going to use heading 1. I just wanted to show you that this is why I'm setting this up this way. So my ads, and this should be like a title as well. Okay. So let's go down here now. So we have our heading number 1 ready to go. Newest best way for weight loss, better
Oh,
than
I
it.
wanted to say the heading. I did not say the headline.
And then we're going to go here and we're going to get our number 1 add body or description up at the top because remember we copied all of his. I'm not gonna rewrite this. I'm just gonna use it the way it is because we're starting to run out of time. Okay, so I'm just gonna use that. Okay, that now I have it here. I'll just paste it in here. And if you do edit paste without formatting, it's better because then it won't bring over something you don't want. All right, so anyway, now transform the body, your body effortlessly with our revolutionary weight loss program. Click the link below. So this is good enough. All right, now the third thing we needed to do was have an image. So what you can do is go here to pixabay.com right here. And they have stunning royalty-free images and royalty-free stock. Okay, so you don't have to pay to use these images. All right, so now you can search in here and we'll just say weight loss. And let's search and see if we get anything that's interesting with weight loss. Okay, so there's good. So this one you got to be sure and make sure you read this. This is an iStock, so they want you to pay for these images. But right here it says royalty free. Any of these below here I could use, right? So this guy right here has this image. All right. So now what we do is let's say we want to use this image in our ad. Click that and then right click on it and save image as. No, we don't want web page. So cancel that. So what we need to do is click on this and click on, let's see, clicking on this and bringing it up. No, here it is, right here. You got to click on download or save. You can save this. Add to collection. No, that would save it on their website for you. You want to save, you want to click on download. Okay, so click on download and then you get to pick the size. So this size is good. The small size, 420, you don't need to resize it. So if you have an image, I won't go into resizing today, but right here, this 426 by 640 will work. So we download this, say thanks, donate, you can do any of that you want. All right, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go here and we'll open the folder with the image in it, weight loss, and there's the name of the image. So if I show in folder and it's the top. Now I can move this image around, right? So the way you do that is that now I'm looking at my file explorer. Okay, I'm done with Pixabay right now because we found an image we're going to use for your ads. All right, so I don't want to spend too much time on images. That's why it's important to get with all the training because there's just a lot of things to learn. It just is. And so right now we're working on how do I post an ad. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here and I am going to click on classifiedsforfree.com. Okay, and then I am going to click on, see, I'm already logged in because it would say log off. It wouldn't say log off if I wasn't logged in. Okay, so I'm going to click on post an ad, and this is where it gets really simple. Okay, so now I want to show you how to do this. I'm going to leave it, select a US state. No. All right, I'm going to leave it that way so it's the entire United States. Now this is where we needed our information. So we have it here under my ads. I got it separated out from this one that has all the whole thing on it. So I know what I want to do quickly. I can just come here, copy this, and go to the post ad and go to the header and paste it in there. Okay, so now I have this is going to be my header, which we already decided we liked. And we have to, you can put as much information or as little in here as you want. If they don't have a red star, it's not required. The next thing we need is the description. Okay, so the one thing we didn't do was get the the link. I mean, the link for our website. Okay, so that's here. Remember, I said I was going to post the ad for your website. And here's biohacking. Well, actually, I'm not ready quite. Well, I can do it that way, but it doesn't matter anyway. I should be putting the description in next. So let me do it correctly. So the next thing we need is the description. Okay. Now I'm going to posting ads and click in here and post this. Okay, so that's what we wanted there. Now we need the URL for the website. Okay, so I click in, I have the address highlighted, Control C, and come back to the ad, and I paste it in this web page that we want right there, Control V, and that's your website. Okay, now we need to add an image to the gallery. So this is what you have to do that. You're going to go up here, I mean down here, excuse me, and choose the file. And this is where you need to know where is that image that I want to use. Well, I know I left it in, I would have normally moved it into this Zleam folder. So these are a whole bunch of folders that are on my Internet Explorer or my File Explorer. So, but right now it's still there in the normal thing, which is in downloads, right? So all I got to do is go to downloads. And there's my image. So as long as I know where I am on this file explorer, I can find it, not a problem. And if I wanted to move this to that other folder and go there, I could have done that, but I didn't. All right, so here we go. I'm going to click on open, and it's going to add this right here. Well, after I choose the file, I got to click on the button that says upload image. And there it is. So now there's a little box. I checked this box mark right there. Okay. And now when I come back up a little bit on this particular website, this is how they have it set up. Just go ahead and click on post ad. All right. So it says the following ad posted successfully. Newest way for weight loss better than Ozempic. Transform your body effortlessly with our revolutionary weight loss program. Click the link below, blah, blah, blah. And here's the link. So when they click on this link, so this right here, everybody in the United States has access. This is promoted out throughout the United States. And right here's our image. Okay. And then you can go ahead and you were looking for the ad ID on this one is here. If I were going to save track of it, I don't need to because I'm logged in. So it's part of my classifieds for free now with your website on it. So when somebody clicks on this link right here, um, they're going to get biohacking, and it's 4p05.com /biohacking, your website, your webpage. So that's as simple as that is. So now back on classifieds for free, of course, I navigated away from it by clicking your link. I will go back with my back button, and I could come down here. And I'm not going to do this for it, but you see, so as long as it's not too large of an image. So if you take stuff off of Pixabay and you put it in the smallest remember how I changed it from one size to the smaller size, then it'll be, I'm talking about not her measuring her waist. I'm talking about the image.
The size of the
Yeah,
image.
I know what you mean. Anyway, so I can click on post another ad, and then all I have to do is, oh, instead of United States, let me start posting it in all the different states, which is what I do. And I would click on Alabama, and then I could just come down here and click on post ad, and it'll post the exact same ad, only now it's in Alabama as well. And I do this for all the states and territories for the United States just because I don't want to, I'd rather get 55 ads with the effort of one, one ad that I created. So that this one is Alabama. So now I click on the down arrow button here. The next one is Alaska. And I go down to the bottom and I click post ad. Okay. And then now it says right here, the following ad posted successfully. There's your ad ID if you wanted it. With classifieds for free, you don't really need it because when you log in, you click on my ads right here and then it'll show you all your ads. And, so these are the last two that I just did right here. When I clicked on my ads, it's showing me, or well, there they are. Newest best way for weight loss. And, this one's yours, newest best way for weight loss. Okay, so, uh, yeah, there's two. This one is in Alabama. This one's the entire United States. I don't know if it actually has that much value to do it over and over in each state, but I do
Uh,
it.
the,
Um,
the, I have a question. There's a possibility for me to 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 see that that ad back, the one that I posted when I was learning how to do it.
but yeah, if you log in, did you use classifieds for free?
No, I did not even know how to look for it.
I wouldn't worry about it. I'd just move forward and start making another one. Did you
Okay.
use US net ads? This one? There's different places to post.
I use classify for free. Yeah.
So if you go to classifieds and free, for free, you have to sign in, log
Yeah,
in.
I sign in.
Then you should see when you click on my ads right here,
Oh,
you should see the ad that you posted.
yes. Okay. Okay.
All right. So, I mean, I don't know how better to explain it to you.
Uh,
Um, Hopefully that'll help you when you watch this video. Hang on for a second. I need to bring up my Zoom and click the three dots and pause stop.